Right then, this is a quick walk around video for an absolutely fabulous Honda Civic. This is a 2.2 EX diesel, which is rare in its own right. This car's covered just 30,000 miles on new on a 2012 plate, or 2013 registered actually. Finished in deep sapphire blue, which looks lovely on the car. Optional OZ alloys, again, absolutely, it's just a lovely, lovely car, this one. Fantastic history, and in beautiful condition. Go around the car for you on a bit of a windy day, I'm afraid. Front of the car, lovely and clean, still looks modern and fresh, these cars. Lights and lenses, clear, intact. Bonnet, very, very clean. Only stone chips are very minor indeed, and in keeping with the 11-12-year-old car. Near side, beautifully smooth in the panels, absolutely mirror smooth, can't see any indentations. Alloys look fantastic on the car, sit beautifully with the blue. In lovely condition, can't see any marks on those. Again, really clean. Come around the back, bumper corner, unblemished. Back of the car, just looks so crisp, this car, it really does. Offside, driver's side, again, just like looking in a mirror. Obviously parked well away from other cars and car parks, rightly so. Offside rear alloy, again unmarked. Many panels in beautiful condition. There will be the odd tiny little mark somewhere, there's got to be for a car this age. But there's nothing that jumps out at all. It is in simply lovely condition. Let's come into the boot area, absolutely cavernous boot. And it's been kept in beautiful condition. It looks pretty much like new there. This one is fitted with a space saver wheel, which was a cost option at the time, which was a really nice thing to see. It's coming to the back now, loads of leg room, and the front seats are set for me and I'm 6 foot, so no cheating. Leatherwork, now this is where Civics, like all family hatches, can show lots of wear, it's just where the kids sit. And yet, you look at that, it's absolutely beautiful condition. The front of the passenger side, full set of original Honda mats in the car. Passenger seat looks as it's hardly ever been sat on. Finally coming in on the driver's side, door card lovely and clean. Same with the footwell areas. The driver's seat itself, I know it's only done a low mileage, but even with low mileage, you can show wear, but that shows virtually nothing. So inside the car now, engine's running as is always the case, so the dash is illuminated. It's simply stunning interior in amazing condition. Sat nav, you can see working exactly as it should. Pop the car into reverse there, and you've got the reverse parking camera. Also, this one's fitted with optional rear parking sensors as well, by the way. It's all been kept in lovely condition, it really has. Hopefully you can see up there, there is a traffic camera fitted to this car. I've got make no ambitions. I mean, it's all working, it's all functioning. I've no idea these things work, but it's there, but we don't sort of lay any claim to its functionality or otherwise. That is the view you get as a driver. The best dashboard by a mile for day-to-day use, but also to look at, in my humble opinion. As you can see there, engine's running, there are no lights on the dashboard at all. Pan in, hopefully you can see 30,327 miles, but this is a quite exceptional car. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack, lock and wheel nut key, and the removing tool for the wheel nuts, all here with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic. It's a 2.2 EX diesel. Car's registered WV62EUK, and mileage at the start of the road test is just 30,320 miles. The reason we do these videos is very simple. It's to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. The reason we feel it's important is because, like loads of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but only to get there and find out it's got an obvious fault that shows up when you drive the car, which can be hugely frustrating. So coming to the car, it's literally just arrived to us from the main dealer, and what a car this is. Twist the key, engine starts instantly of course and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on whilst the engine's running, relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge is running at a third, and given the fact that it's been running for the best part of an hour and a half, suggests that all is in good order there. The engine is one of my favourite diesel engines. It is a brilliant piece of engineering. To start with, if you regularly maintain them, they go on for enormous mileages with just good regular maintenance. They're cam chain driven, there's no cam belts to worry about. But more than that, what a lovely engine to use. It is so smooth, quiet, flexible. The capacity of the engine compared to sort of lesser sized engines give it an ability to rev through the entirety of the rev ranges, like the peaks and troughs of power delivery. But it's just the nature, the sweetness of the engine. By, you know, only realistically, you know, when you're at very low speed, are you aware that it's diesel? When you're on the move, it just feels like a big smooth petrol engine. That's how it sounds when you put your foot down. The engine note is just, you know, there's just no diesel sort of thrash to it at all. It's amazing. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch in the car, absolutely perfect, of course. Bike points exactly where it's meant to be, and then you go onto one of the best 6-speed manual gearboxes you're going to use. Certainly for a front-wheel drive car, because most front-wheel drive cars, as with this one, the gear lever is joined to the gearbox by cables actually at this day and age, which has lots of advantages. The disadvantages are that unfortunately some manufacturers end up giving you this horrible, vague, sloppy gear selection. The Honda box feels literally like the gear lever goes into a box underneath, which it doesn't, of course. It's got a lovely solid mechanical engagement to each gear. It's really, really nice to use, and that feels exactly as it would have done when it was new. And coming on to the steering and chassis of the car, which I've always loved these Civics, mostly because they can serve two purposes. If you just want a really good family car that gets you from A to B comfortably, it does that as well as any car you'll ever get in this class. But the difference is, the Honda, when it comes to the corners, loves corners. It loves eating them up. It's got an enthusiasm to the chassis. The steering is the start of that, which incidentally, we're at the legal limit now. Track's dead straight, there's no vibrations at all. But what the steering has got, again, compared to some of its competitors with electric power steering as this one, it's got a bit of kind of heft to the steering. It feels totally unflappable, yet it delivers a really kind of sharp turn in, keen direction changes. But the chassis, which is so absorbent and comfortable, manages to still sit relatively flat through the corners with really good body control. It's a wonderful, wonderful setup, and very, very hard to achieve, by the way. Incidentally, there's absolutely no rattles, clonks, anything coming from underneath the vehicle. The whole thing just feels like new to drive. It's tight as a drum. Brakes are superb on the car. Brake pedal's fantastic. There's no pulsing, no vibrations coming back to the pedal at all. It's all in fine order there. And then you come inside, and given the fact that the car has just arrived and not been cleaned yet, it's going to take about 3 seconds because it is so clean in here. It's also just a lovely place to sit. What videos can never get across, of course, is build quality, and this is where these, again, are magnificent. They're just beautifully put together cars, really nice materials used. But I just love this dash architecture, always have done, and I know it's a personal preference, so that's a matter of opinion quite clearly. But I also think that because it polarizes opinion, I think that's really good design, because it should. But what they've set up here is not just for show. Yes, it looks lovely in my eyes, but what is unarguable is how brilliantly it works ergonomically. The most conventional part is, as always, the center stack here. So you've got sat-nav working perfectly, dual zone climate control system that gives you different temperatures side to side if you so wish. That also pumps out absolutely ice cold air. We just checked that. Heated seats, again, working exactly as they should. All of the switchgear, when you press anything, has that lovely damped high quality feel. Everything you're going to press and touch in the Honda, which is again something they do superbly well. But my favourite part is this two-tier design in front. So the upper deck is the stuff you can look at most regularly. You've got an information screen up there. If you change things like fan speed or radio stuff, it comes up there bigger than the display low down. But the gauge we should all be looking at most regularly, of course, is our speed. And there it is, all by itself, white on black digital display. It means that I can look at the car in front braking now, but I can see the speed I'm going out to the corner of my eye without taking my eye off the road for a second. And it is absolute genius. Down below that, you've got more conventional dials, pod of 3 dials there. Middle one, rev counter, flanked either side by the temperature and fuel gauges again. Crystal clear and easy to read. And then finally got this lovely leather bound steering wheel, which feels great in hand. It does have one of these kind of road angel type camera things up there. I don't know how it works, whether it works, but I can see it's working. But that's not something we're it comes with the car, it's not something we're selling. So if it works, then that's fantastic. If it doesn't, then just get rid of it. But it's, you know, in terms of the car itself, the point of the video is to pick up at any issues. There's nothing. It literally, and I hate to say it because it's such a cliche, it just drives like new.